Hey guys, welcome back. Today let's see about declarative setup in ArgoCD. Okay, so what exactly is declarative setup? So normally we have seen, like in case if you have to create any of the ArgoCD application, we have created it through UI. Okay, so we have one more thing, like we can also create it using CLI as well. Okay, but that is not user friendly, right? Because in case if there is a request to create multiple applications, and if you are creating it using CLI each and every time, and also in case if some modifications is required for different teams or for your team itself, then managing it is very difficult, right? Even the configurations, like whatever configurations you have given, it may be differing, and in case if you have to manage, it is very tough. So we have to follow declarative setup. Okay, so declarative setup, it is similar to what we have seen in Kubernetes. Okay, so what we will do, we will create YAML manifest files. Okay, and we will store it in Git. So in case if there is some change or something, just we will create the PR, and we can review it within the team, and then we can approve and create it. Okay, so that it is very easy to manage when it comes to this GitOps. Okay, so ArgoCD watches these YAMLs. So this ArgoCD, it will continuously watch for these YAMLs, and if an application object is missing or changed, ArgoCD will reconcile automatically. Okay, so what does it mean? ArgoCD by itself, it will manage by GitOps. Okay, so GitOps will automatically manage the ArgoCD. So what are the key benefits? So no manual UI clicks. So there is no need of going into like ArgoCD UI and clicking on each step. Because everything is version controlled. Okay, and the teams can review these application changes. Like for example, in case if there is some change in the application, you can just directly modify it in the Git. Okay, so that you can create a PR, and your team can review, and in case if there is some issue or something, they can just suggest few changes. Based on that, you can create a new PR and merge it. Okay, and it is easy to bootstrap environments. Just apply the manifest. For example, in case if you are having different environments like dev, staging, prod, and all, like it is very easy to manage them, because you will have different configuration for test environment, you will have different configuration for staging, and different configuration for prod, right? So it will be very easy to manage them as well. Okay, so let's see a demo on how to use the declarative setup. Okay. Okay, so we have the ArgoCD environment. Just I will click on this to open the ArgoCD UI. So just click on here. So you will get the password for logging into that ArgoCD UI. Just copy it. By default, username is admin and password is the one which we have taken here. Okay, so we have the UI. Okay, so normally in case if you have to create an application, what we will do, in the application section we will go to new app, and then you will give the name like demo, and then project name whatever it is, and then you can select the sync status, automatic or manual, and then you're going to give the URL path, and then you have to give the path as well. Okay, and destination cluster you have to give the Kubernetes, and namespace you have to provide. Okay, in case if you don't have namespace already, you have to just select the option auto create namespace. Okay, so that it will create the namespace when you do this one, and when you click on create, it will create the app. Okay, but what is the disadvantage of this one? You have to create it manually each and every time. So in case if you have multiple apps, and in case if you have to manage it centrally, it is very tough. Okay, so what is the procedure we have to follow now? We have to follow the declarative, yeah, method. Okay, cancel. Okay, so here if you come here, like in the repo we have GitOps ArgoCD. So here we have created a folder called declarative. Okay, just go here. Okay, so here click on the mono app. Okay, so we have this one. Okay, now what we can do, we can just check. We have just a single app, right? Just go here. It is a YAML file. Okay, it is a YAML file for ArgoCD. So it is similar to the Kubernetes manifest file. Just we have API version, kind, metadata, spec. Okay, but what is the difference? The API which is used is the ArgoCD project v1 alpha. So this is common. In case if you search for this in ArgoCD repo, then you will get these things. Okay, kind is application, because we are going to create the application, right? So the kind is application, and then metadata. So just you can give whatever details you need here. They have given the namespace as ArgoCD, and they have given the finalizers as well. Okay, and the spec, inside the spec they have given the project, because when we select the new app, we have to select the project as well, right? So project name, so we have to give this one. So they have given the project name. So here they have selected default. In case if you are using some other thing, you can give that one. And source, The source is this one. The source is this one, right? So this one and GitOps ArgoCD. Okay, so you have to just give that one, and then path. So inside this GitHub, we have declarative mono app geocentric. Okay, declarative manifest geocenter. Okay, so if you come here, so this mono app has this geocentric YAML, but it is just the YAML file. But the real manifest file which we use in Kubernetes is we should have a deployment service, etc. Right? So those things is under declarative manifest. So if you come to declarative, we have something called manifest. Okay, so here we will have different things. Okay, for each and everything we have different deployment service, everything. Okay, so here if you come under mono app, so you have geocentric. So in under geocentric we have the geocentric model. Okay, if you go to declarative manifest geocentric, so we have this one. Okay, so we have deployment YAML. So it is like, yeah, everything is defined inside this one. So declaratively you have defined the different paths. So you have given the different path. Okay, and then destination is Kubernetes cluster, and then namespace they have given geocentric model. In case if you want it in some other namespace, you can give that one. And then sync policy. So if you come here, we have the sync policy, right? Like manual, automatic. So even that thing it is given here. Okay, so if you come here, so sync options, create namespace. In case create namespace, like namespace is not there, it will automatically create, and automated. So it is like automated prune. So prune is true. So what exactly is prune? So for example, you have created some resources, and when you delete them, even the resources which are created in the Kubernetes cluster should be deleted. Okay. So in case if you keep prune equal to true, it will delete. In case if you keep prune equal to false, even though you delete the application, the main application which is running in the Kubernetes cluster, it will be running until it is disrupted. Okay, and then self heal. In case if it is going into some error state, it will try to create the application automatically and fix the issue. Okay, that is the self heal. So we have this one. So in case if you have to deploy this in declarative way, what we have to do, just I will go to this main page. Okay, just copy the code. So now we don't have any application, right? So we don't have any application. Okay, now I will go here, git clone. Okay, so it is cloning that repo. Now let's go to GitOps ArgoCD LL declarative. We have a folder called declarative. Just do LL. We can go to mono app. Okay, LL. So we have this app. Okay, now in case normally when we do the deployment, what we do, kubectl apply -f geocentric app YAML. Okay, enter. Okay, so the application is created. Now let's go here. Just I will refresh. So okay, it has come automatically. If you see, it is synced because you have selected the automatic sync, right? So sync is okay, and the application is up and running. Okay, so this is how we manage. Okay, now for example, if some changes are required, then what we do, we will go to this GitHub repo. Anyway, we have cloned, right? So we can just open it in any of the VS code or something. We can modify, and then we can just apply, so that we will be able to create the application. Okay, now let's try to open this one. So this is the service. Okay, so normally in case if we have to check anything, we have to go to service. So now let's go here. So it is open on the port 30156. Okay, just copy this one. Just I will duplicate this one. Just remove these things. Okay, just change this port number. So if you see, the app is running. Okay, geocentric means the earth is in the center and all the sun and other planets are rotating towards it. Okay, so the application is up and running. So this is how we manage it declaratively. Okay, now we have one more concept that is called app of apps. Okay, so what exactly is app of apps? So this is nothing as it tells it in its name. It is app inside app. Okay, so there will be multiple references, and each thing will be working. Okay, so sometimes we don't just have one app. Okay, for example, in your company, if you're working, you will not have just one app. Okay, we will have 50, 100, even thousands of applications. Okay, so in case if you have to manage them individually, it is very painful, because in case if you have to modify something, like multiple apps might be depending on some other apps. Okay, so what will happen if you are changing it manually? It is very tedious, right? Because in case, let's assume you are doing some patching or something. Okay, in case if you have to apply it to each and every machine manually, then it is a tedious task. So how to fix this one? The solution is app of apps pattern. Okay, so one parent application will manage multiple child applications. Okay, so parent application points to a git repo path, and that contains multiple application YAMLs. Okay, and when parent syncs, it creates all the child applications as well. Okay, so this is very easy to manage. Okay, so let's see how that will work. So now we have this one. Let me open this. Okay, so it is same GitOps Argo which we cloned, right? The same one. So here under declarative we have something called app of apps. Okay, so now under this one, so we have this under declarative we have app of apps. Okay, so under app of apps we have manifests. All the manifest files are here, and we have mono app. Just now we have seen for declarative. So under this we have multi app. Okay, so we have one app of apps YAML. Okay, so select this one. Okay, when you select this one, it has Argo project, API version, kind, application, metadata. Just you are given app of apps and namespace ArgoCD. Okay, so project is default. So here you are giving the repo URL. So this is the repository URL which we have used. So this is the repository URL which we have used. So, and then target revision is head. That is what we have selected, right? When we, in case if you are selecting, we have to select this head and path. So in the path, if you see, we have given declarative app of apps. Okay, so under the path we have given declarative, and then inside that app of apps. So inside app of app we have three YAML files. Okay, so this is the main YAML file. This is the main YAML file. If you apply this one, all these things will be created. So when you apply this one, everything will be created. Okay, now if you see, first we have app of apps. Okay, so inside app of apps we are referring to declarative app of apps. We are referring to this one. Okay, now let me select this geocentric app. Okay, when I select the geocentric, so if you see, this is the repo URL. Inside the path, it is declarative manifest geocentric model. So inside manifest, we have defined separate YAML files. So geocentric model. So here we have separate deployment YAML and service YAML and heliocentric app. So we have heliocentric app. So we have two deployment and service, and then we have heliocentric no Pluto. Okay, so heliocentric no Pluto, we have this one. Okay, so this is like a family model. Okay, so let me show it in the diagram. So how is this working? So first, what is app of apps? So first we have one file. Okay, it is like, for example, app of apps dot YML. Okay, so what you have defined here? Here you have defined one YAML file. Okay, so what does this YAML contains? So this will have repo URL. Okay, it will have a repo URL. Then it will have the path. Okay, so this path, it will go to some other applications. Okay, this path will refer to some other apps. Okay, so inside this app of apps, we will have different YAML files. For example, we have 1.yaml, 2.yaml, 3.yaml. Okay, so first we have defined apps.apps. So and then we have given the repo URL. Okay, and then we have given the paths. So this path has three child paths. Okay, so first we have one, and then we have second one. So this is child. This is parent. Okay, so in this YAML, okay, in this YAML, again we will have the source YAML. Again in this we will have source YAML, which is the same URL. Okay, but we will have path. Okay, so what does this path will define? So this path, it will go to the actual manifest YAML. Okay, so that will be another child. And under the folder manifest. Okay, so inside the manifest, we will have all these 1.ml, 2.ml, and 3.ml. So in this manifest, we will have 1.yaml. Okay, 1.yamls, deploy.yaml, and service.yaml. Okay, similarly, we will have 2.yamls, deployment, and then service, and the 3.yamls, deployment and service. Okay, so how does this be? It is just like a parent and child method. Okay, so first is we will have app of app. Okay, first we will have app and app, and then it will define it as three applications. Okay, for example, 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, and then this will point to another folder. Okay, and this will all three point to another folder called manifest. Okay, and then in manifest we have 3. So 1 dot YAML, and then we will have 2 dot YAML and 3 dot YAML, but it will have its YAML files like deploy and service, deploy and service, and deploy and service. So like this, like we can have multiple applications. Okay, like this, in case if we have 50, 100,000 applications as well, so we will have separate manifest files, we will have separate files for separate applications, and all these applications will be pointed to app of apps YAML. Okay, now let's see how it works. Okay, so we have single application here. Now in case if you want multiple applications to be deployed together and managed together, just go here. We have all the applications, right? Like I will just come back. LL. Okay, now we have multi-app. Okay, CD multi-app. So here we have the app of apps YAML. Okay, now I will do kubectl apply -f app of apps. Okay, now app of apps is created. Now we go here. Okay, let's wait for this. If you see, it has created app of apps. This is the parent app, and then it has many child apps. See all this geocentric app, and then heliocentric model with no Pluto app. So all these things are child of these apps. So how do you find whether these are child of apps? Now you go to app of apps. This is the main app, right? Just open this one. So if you see, this is the app of apps. Okay, so inside app of apps we have three apps. One is geocentric app, heliocentric with no Pluto. Okay, so now we know app of apps is the parent, and all these three is child applications. Okay, now go here. Now this is the child application, right? So go here. So in child application we have service and then geocentric model. Okay, so it has created geocentric service and then geocentric model endpoint and a replica set. Okay, so this is the deployment, and then in this deployment has created replica set, and this service created geocentric model service and then geocentric model service and then endpoint. Okay, now this replica set has created two parts. Okay, now you go here, and then you will be able to see all the applications. Okay, now in case if you have to access this application, just go here. Okay, and click on service. So we have the port number, it is 31573. Copy. Now just duplicate this one. Just remove everything after application. Okay, now just change the port number. Okay, 31573. So if you see, geo like Earth is in center and all other planets are going around it. Okay, so this is running fine. Now let's go to another application, and then heliocentric is just again go to service here, and then just select the node port, copy, just duplicate this one, and then here you change the port number. So heliocentric means Earth will be in the center. Okay, enter. So sun is in the center, and all the planets are rotating around it. Okay, similarly heliocentric, and also if you see, we have Pluto here. So when we have one more app here, right? So heliocentric without Pluto, no Pluto. So just go here. So that small application which was there, it will not be coming again. Okay, just copy, duplicate, and then paste it here, enter. Now this Pluto will go away in this. Okay, no Pluto here, no. Oh, this is how the application works. So the main thing is this, not this application, just understand the concept, like what is app apps and what is declarative apps. Okay, this is how we manage the applications in real time. Okay, not the one which we created using UI. This is how we manage it. Okay, thank you guys. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, bye.